Guys, welcome back to another Kirka video. Today I'm going to be doing something that has been done before by Trident. Make a knife tier list. I kind of watched his video, but he wanted me to wait before uploading mine, so anyway, here it is. And here there's a few more knives in the game since. So I'm just going to give a quick rundown on each skin and rate it how I see fit. If you don't agree with my opinion, then too bad. So starting off, we got 22. This is a glitch skin. Excuse me if I could look at it. From last year. There's nothing really special about it. Really simple gold handle and some fireworks on the blade. I mean, I would say C tier. I think it deserves much more. Next we have Beach. This is a cool skin. It does also have, the same gold handle, but it's got a beach details on the blade, which is cool. I like the color combos. I'd say B tier. Black Hole. This is a very coveted skin. I believe there's only like 2 in existence, or maybe more than that. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's really cool. There's another skin that XIP just added that is even cooler than this, but we'll get to that later. But I think Black Hole is honestly overrated, so A tier. Next we got Bled. This was it's a 1 out of 1 gift skin from XIP. It's really simple. It's just basically a default bayonet with a different handle and some blood on the blade. Real simple. I wouldn't say it's unappealing, just because of how rare it is. I'll put it in B tier. Next we have Butterflies. This is a really rare skin. There's only 3. It's one of the oldest skins in the game. It's got a nice gradient, like kind of fade to it. I'm not a big fan of the hearts or the handle that much, but it is pretty cool. I would say that's B tier as well. Next we have Kane. This is another extremely rare skin from Christmas 1 or 2 years ago. I can't remember. I think it was 2 years ago. But it's pretty simple, but I like it. It's clean. It seems to me like this is the kind of knife that you'd find in CSGO or other games like that. And yeah, I'd say I'm going to put that in S tier. Just because there's nothing wrong with this knife. It's just clean, it's pretty, it's got a cool little texture. Makes it look engraved. Next we have Champion. A lot of people I know don't like the color of the blade because it's supposed to be gold. It's got a worn handle. This was a tournament award skin. I think there's only 2 of them. Super rare. It's cool. I would say that deserves S tier. Easter. Is it called Easter? Is it called... No. I think it's called Easter. Yep. Here it is. Our first absolute trash on this list. No one is going to argue with me. There is, I get no Easter vibes from this. Aside from maybe the colors, but this is just disgusting. Engravement. This is new. It's not in the game. Oh, it is in the game. Sorry. This is the new unboxable mythic. And it's pretty cool. Honestly though, I feel like it's low quality and it's not as good as Champion, obviously. I'm not a big fan. I can't lie. I don't care for all the added detail. And I don't like the handle. I don't like the handle at all. So still, it's not a bad knife. I would say B tier. Forge. Everyone. I mean, this is going to be a pretty easy. Like, it's amazing. No one's going to argue with me on that. Glance. This was for Clan Wars a few months ago. It's got like an anime demon eyes type of vibe to it. I'm not a big fan of the handle once again, and the blade's alright. For Clan Wars though, it's a good skin. It's one of the best Clan Wars knives. Oh, I can't speak. One of the best Clan War knives, in my opinion, that we've ever had. So I'd say B tier, maybe. I don't know, B or C. I'd say B. We'll say B for that. Next we have glitter. So this was the Mother's Day shop knife skin. And okay, let me just say that it would be poor quality, unappealing, but the fact that this was the themed knife for Mother's Day, it's going in trash. Because this, once again, this has no vibes of like Mother's Day. This is just like, this is like Kane. This is like a Christmas present wrapping, but it's in pink and purple, you know? I'm not a fan at all. Next we have gold coins. This skin is not in the game. I think it was supposed to be for St. Patrick's Day, but we got lucky instead. It's pretty cool though. It's got clovers and coins on the blade. Cool handle, and I really like the hilt texture. But it's not in the game, so I have to say B tier. Infarction, or however it's pronounced. This is the Valentine's Day shop skin. It's clean, just pink with hearts on it. Honestly, in some ways, it's more appealing than even butterflies. But I won't put it above butterflies, so B tier. Kin. Nobody. This is very forgettable knife. I believe this was a shop skin for, I forget which bundle, but it's old. I think it's like 2 million now. I haven't checked the values in a while. But it's kind of appealing, I guess, in some ways, but also like kind of ugly in some other ways. So yeah, I mean, I'll put it in C. It's not terrible. It's not great either. All right, loved. This was the Valentine. This was February's event quest skin for this year. It's really cool. This is an amazing knife, especially for like Valentine's Day. You can definitely get the vibe here. I think it's really cool. I love the rose on the pommel. And this used to be my favorite knife when I owned it. I don't own it anymore. But yeah, that's an S tier. We got Lucky. This was the St. Patrick's Day. This was March's shop knife, and it's cool. I'm not a huge fan. I would have preferred gold coins, but we got this instead. It feels kind of like a ripoff of old, and it's, I mean, I do like the style, but in the end of the day, I'm not the biggest fan. I'll put it in C. I know a lot of you are going to rage that I put Kane in S tier. I'll put it in A tier, to make it a little more fair. Old. This was the knife that was given to the first 100 accounts of Kirka. But there's also some access ones out there, so there's like 113 or something. It's like a rainbow blade with cracks on it, and an old. I mean, it's not a great skin. The cracks look very blurry and like undefined. I'm not a huge fan. Some people may agree with me on that. Some people may disagree. It's going in C tier. Actually, I put it in B. It's not that bad. We got Kin. My nose is stuffy. That's not Kin. I'm an idiot. That is Ore. This is an unboxable knife. It's not worth that much, like 300, 400k. It goes with the gold Vita skin. And I forget which character skin. Maybe there isn't one. But it's okay. Not many people like it or like want to keep it. So it's usually traded or sold at a pretty low price too, like I said. It's not terrible though. I like it. Oops, that is the wrong thing. I'll put it in B. Placate. Now, a lot of people hate on this skin. I don't think it's bad. I mean, I know Gecko is capable of making like really cool skins. Like he made retro. But I mean, the simple design is kind of cool. But yeah, unfortunately, not many people like this skin. But that also means that not a lot of people actually got this skin, I don't think. So it's actually worth a decent amount. I'm not sure about that though. You'd have to check the values. I'm gonna put it in unappealing because it's not that appealing, but it's not trash either. Psychedelic. I didn't spell that right. There we go. This was a giveaway skin by XIP. It looks like an oil slick type of pattern. Very cool. There's only, I think, one of these or two of these. Maybe one. Not sure. Simple gray handle, though. But honestly, it's pretty cool. I'd put it up there with Black Hole and Kane. I don't know if it deserves S tier, but I'll put it in A for now. We have Rebel. This was the very first event quest knife, and it's pretty sad. There's very little detail in this. Just red and, or not red, sorry, yellow and blue. I'm not a fan. I think they had a lot of potential with this kind of design, but yeah, I'd say that's unappealing. We have Retro. This knife is loved by everyone, especially noobs, because they see it and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's amazing." That's why you see so many people like begging for retros on global chat, because it's so cool. Gecko made this. Personally, I think it's like one of the cleanest and coolest knives in the game. I think a lot of people will agree with me though. And yeah, I mean, just look at it. It's like a cyberpunk type of design. I don't know what to call it exactly. That's an S tier. Shard. This was the Clan Wars skin from Before Glance. It was in the same class as Noble and Mossy. That was that month's collection. And the thing about this skin is, one time I took the texture for it and I put it into Photoshop and I messed with like the vibrance and the saturation, and I made the blade like so much brighter and like blue. It was brighter, it was bluer, it stood out a little more. It was really cool. So I feel like this is just lacking. It's just kind of bland. and they could have had so much potential with just like a few tweaks. So yeah, it's going in C for that reason. Spring. This was March of 2023. This was the event quest knife. 1,000 kills. It's like a Sakura cherry blossom with I forget what color this is called. There's a fancy term for it. It's basically like teal or yeah, whatever. Anyway, it's really cool. My throat is dying. I apologize. Anyway, that's an S tier. It's one of my favorite skins. We have Sunday. This was this year's Easter skin in the shop, and yeah, they haven't improved. This is even more disgusting than the Easter knife. So yeah, not much to say about that one. We have Tradition. I think that's what this is called. I might have fumbled it. Yep, that's it. Tradition. It was a Christmas skin from last year. It's pretty cool. I don't think it's as cool as Kane, certainly. I feel like the blade could have been brighter and maybe more vibrant to accentuate these stars. Or the stars could have been brighter. Like, yeah. But I still think it looks like retro. Not retro the knife, but like retro is in kind of old-fashioned. And I like it. I'll put it in B. I might rearrange some of these later in the video. In fact, I'll do it right now. I'll drop ore down to C because it's not that great. We have the Void Bayonet. Now this doesn't exist. It's just a file, I think. I'm not sure, but it's not in the game, and I don't think it'll ever be in the game as a skin. But I mean, you can look at it still. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure. Maybe these are skins and they just haven't been added like ever. But I'm not sure. Anyway, no one owns them and they're not obtainable. It's still pretty cool. I mean, I put that in A tier. Actually, I put that in B tier because there's like cooler skins like Black Hole and the one we're gonna get to that like outshine that. Wrapping. Another Christmas skin, I believe. Looks like wrapping paper, kind of metallic and shiny. Gold hilt. Pretty cool. Out of the 3 Christmassy knives, I wouldn't say this is my favorite, of course, but it's definitely up there. I'll put it alongside Tradition. Zen. This is from the Samurai Bushido Sensei bundle, and it's amazing. Simple gold hilt, but it's got a really cool blade with a really cool texture on it. And yeah, some gold writing. This is a great skin. That's S tier. We have, I forget what this is called, Firecracker. Now this skin, Trident made it. He called it Ice Pop, and I wonder what that is. I never noticed that. It got in the game, but honestly, I don't like it. See, Trident's version had this it had a shine to it. It wasn't so flat, and it actually looked more like a popsicle. And then when they added it to the game, they also changed the name, so it's not called Ice Pop. Maybe that was for copyright reasons, but yeah, it resembles more the flag of France now than it does a popsicle, which is kind of sad. Still, it's great. I'd say C tier, maybe B tier. I'll put it in B. It had potential. It just, yeah. We'll just say that Trident's original version would be B tier, the way it is now in game would be C tier. I guess we'll put it in C tier. Sorry. Anyway, now we have Splash. Yeah, it's Splash. That was this month's event quest. Actually, sorry, last month's event quest knife. 2,500 kills for this. It's basically like a Nerf knife. It's a toy. It's like an off-brand Nerf knife, honestly. And it's disgusting. I'll put it in unappealing. Actually, absolute trash. Because the next one... is an actual, honest Nerf ripoff. And it's way better. Like, look at this. It's more detailed, much cleaner, nice coloring. Like, compared to Splash, this is just way better. Still, it's a Nerf knife, so it's not going above C. Alright, last two. We have Constellations. This skin is amazing. This is like Black Hole on steroids. Oh, I didn't realize it says on the back. So this was the skin for the first level 100 player. What happened to the hilt? Why is the texture all screwed up? What on earth? Anyway, this is amazing. This blows Black Hole out of the water. And I assume this was like all hand drawn because it can't be copyrighted material. I mean, you know where I'm going to put that, even though only one of those exists. Now we come down to our last one. This month's event quest knife. How many kills? 15,000 kills to get this. Bowden made it. It's called Saurus. And this is dope. At first I was like, it's kind of a retro ripoff, but like, nah. This is on the same level as retro, but as a whole different theme. It's amazing. But I'm sure there's very, very few units will be available because like nobody's gonna grind 15,000 kills even if they want this. But anyway, it's amazing. Great work, Bowden. That's an S tier. And that kind of wraps it up. So that's all the knives that are in Kirka right now. And sorry it's been a while since I uploaded, guys, but I'll see you in the next one.